A number of Alzheimer's patients are describing how they regained their memory after starting the Bredesen protocol. It's not a drug. Instead, it's a number of lifestyle changes, including diet, exercise, and much more, each designed to address the approximately 40 different causes of Alzheimer's.
As you can imagine, I was terrified.
9 years ago, after Julie Gregory got lost on a very familiar road, she soon learned she had Alzheimer's.
I had lived in this town in the foothills of Georgia for 20 years, and I would run into people in shops who knew me very well, and Lorie, I had no idea who they were. My personality began to change.
Julie also learned no cure or viable treatment exists for the disease.
I even contemplated ending my own life. And I think prayer brought me to the point where I realized what I was learning from mainstream medicine just wasn't true. I began to believe in this voice that was telling me there was something I could do.
She tried the Bredesen protocol, got back to normal, and has stayed there ever since.
What he does is identify and address every person's contributor to their symptoms. It's just plain old common sense, and my experience shows me that it works.
Sally Weinrich tells a similar story.
I forgot to pick up my grandchildren twice, one morning in the morning for school, within a month period of time.
5 years ago, Sally also considered suicide after experiencing the unmistakable signs of Alzheimer's.
I had two relatives die from it, really three relatives die from it, on both sides of my family. I knew I was at risk for it. I had a dread for it.
She believes God led her to Dr. Dale Bredesen.
I had all of the Dr. Bredesen's causes of Alzheimer's, and I think in my case, my Alzheimer's would have progressed very rapidly.
Instead, the opposite happened.
The best thing about my Alzheimer's today is I have answers for it, and I have reversed it. It is wonderful. I love life. I enjoy life.
Sally, Julie, and 5 others describe their amazing reversals in the first survivors of Alzheimer's, how patients recovered life and hope in their own words.
They gave their specific protocols because they are personalized. Here's what each person did, how they did it, what their workarounds were, etc.
Over 2,000 people are currently on the plan. Clinical trial results released in 2020 showed 84% of plan participants with mild cognitive impairment experienced improved cognition. 12% continued to decline, and 4% showed no change.
In the people in our trial that we recently published, we actually saw increase instead of decrease in their gray matter in their brain. So you can actually see that there's improvement not only in their test scores, but also in their MRIs.
The first step of the protocol is the so-called cognoscopy to determine a person's individual risk of cognitive decline. This involves a computer quiz to assess your mental capability, as well as a number of blood tests to identify which areas a person needs to make changes.
And often there are 10 or more, and then we target those with a precision medicine sort of approach.
For most, that involves a low-carbohydrate diet, intermittent fasting, plenty of exercise, sleep, eliminating toxic exposures, as well as hormone and nutrient balancing.
Identifying those things and addressing them is how we see these people surviving so well.
It's a lot of effort and some expense, but people like Sally and Julie say it's better than the alternative.
Lorie Johnson, CBN News.